Hello and welcome to this review of The Guest. The reason why I did this video was because I planned to do something else, but I needed a little bit more footage to do that, so I needed to make something else. And I recently saw this movie, but no one of my friends ever saw it, or most of them even heard of it. So because this was a really good movie, I wanted to give a review because I didn't saw that many reviews online, in the hope that more people will see this movie because it is really good. So The Guest is a movie from 2014 and it's a movie directed by Adam Wingard. You may know him from You're Next and from some parts of VHS. And it stars Dan Stevens. You may know him from Downton Abbey. He was in 25 episodes. I never seen it myself. I didn't recognize him, but yeah, maybe you do, because he has played in a couple of things. Welcome on the Tombstones with Liam Neeson, and the third Night at the Museum movie. He played Lancelot. It also stars Micah Monroe, who I didn't know, and Brendan Mayer, who I didn't know too. So yeah, not a great cast, at least in star power, but I found them to be a really good cast for acting capabilities. They were all really good, nobody was annoying, none of the children were annoying. There was one character that I didn't like, but more on that later. So I will begin with the story. This part will be really short because I don't want to spoil anything. It's best to go into this film not knowing anything, so don't watch any of the trailers. They don't spoil that much, but just knowing nothing is the best in this movie. It starts with a man named David knocking on the door of the Peterson family, and he tells he was in the same division as the son of the Peterson family in the army, but the son died and he had a last request for David to visit the Peterson family. And he hangs around their children and helps in the house a little bit, and then dead people start showing up. And that's everything that I want to say about it. The rest you have to see for yourself. So for the acting, as I said, no one was annoying, and Dan Stevens was really good. He had really two sides in the movie, and you didn't know if you wanted to root for him or not. Even until the ending of the movie, I didn't know if I needed to root for him or not. Still now I don't know if I had to do that. But as I said, was one character that I didn't like as much, and that was the character of Lance Reddick. His character was somebody that works for the government, I think, but his acting felt a little bit stiff. I don't think that's entirely his fault, because the script for his character isn't that great too. He has a lot of unnatural dialogue and reactions, but he's the only one that has that, so for the rest the script is good. And I heard from some other people that they had the same problem, that was the character that they didn't like. Fortunately, he shows up in the last part of the movie, so he isn't in the movie that much. And as I said, I like the script, apart from the Lance Reddick character, because you didn't know who to root for. They don't explain everything, and the ending, some people like it, some people hate it. I like it because it leaves room for fan theories and what exactly happened. So for me, the script was really cool too. And for this cinematography, most of the time it's really good, but there were scenes that were a little bit messy. And when I say messy, I think of one scene in particular. There's a big shootout in the movie, and for me it didn't really connect. It was just some shots put together. It didn't feel as a fluid fight. But there is also another scene in the movie with a hand-to-hand fight, and that one is really good. So yeah, I don't know what happened there. That's one gripe I have with the movie, that one scene, and I think you will see what I mean by that if you see the movie. And there are also some really cool scenes in this movie, especially because of the music. The soundtrack in this movie is great. I listen to it almost every day now for 2 weeks. And you heard in the background through this whole video too. Many people compare this to the soundtrack of Drive. For me, this is even better than the soundtrack of Drive. I like this one better. But yeah, the music gives some unforgettable scenes. One scene in particular that I will never forget is the scene when this song plays.
Because I love you, I'll be right by your side. To be alive, to be...
Just the way this scene was handled with the camera work, the acting, especially the acting of Dan Stevens. It is such an incredible scene for me. It doesn't really have an impact on the story, but for me it was just a really cool scene that I won't spoil because this is near the ending of the movie, and you have to see this for yourself. So overall, I really like this movie. There isn't that much action in the movie, so many people say this is an action thriller or an action horror. To an extent, most of the time it is more like a thriller without fighting, and a really good one at that. I really liked it. It's great fun, it has a good story, it has a stellar soundtrack, and it's also sunny, and it's also funny at times, especially one scene where they are going to a bar is really funny. And also really tense and cool at the same time, so that one scene was really well done as well. So overall, I really enjoyed this movie. I liked it a lot, and I will give this movie an 8 out of 10. An 8 because I said I had some gripes with the movie. The camera work or editing isn't always great, and the character of Reddick just didn't feel natural. But that's about it. So yeah, I recommend you seeing this movie. And yeah, leave a comment what you find of the movie if you want. And yeah, I will see you all the next time.